Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson split up.
Jake Paul's Team 10 forms a new group.
And Hailey Baldwin lies to Kendall Jenner.
All that and more on this week's DHR Recap.
Welcome back to this week's DHR Recap, where we're talking about all of the week's biggest stories. And this week, everyone lost their minds over the, should we say, the season finale of Inside the Mind of Jake Paul, Shane Dawson's little docu-series.
Yeah, but before we do that, Pete and Ari broke up, and there's a lot to talk about. Renee had that story.
TMZ is reporting that amongst other things, their relationship was really tested after Mac Miller's death last month. Understandably, Ariana has had a very difficult time with their breakup. She reportedly ended her relationship with Mac just a few weeks before meeting Pete. The two dated for 2 years and were very serious. So when he died of an apparent overdose, obviously, all eyes were on Ariana to see how she was handling Mac's tragic passing. And her heartfelt Instagram post in his honor said it all. She was heartbroken, and we could all understand why. Naturally, this affected her relationship with Pete, but none of us really knew just how much. Now TMZ is revealing what the two have been dealing with since Mac's passing. TMZ reports that sources close to the couple revealed, quote, Ariana was in an incredibly dark place following her ex-boyfriend's apparent fatal overdose. She didn't blame herself. She feels she did everything she could to get him sober, but it left her an emotional wreck. TMZ also reveals that sources say that Ariana realized a lot after Mac's death, mostly that she really couldn't fully commit to her relationship with Pete. The strange part about all of this is that nobody saw this coming. I mean, they were still posting on their socials about each other. Ariana was just supporting Pete this last weekend for SNL.
And honestly, we're getting updates about these two daily. So Pete canceled his comedy show, and Ari has been covering up her Pete tattoo.
Well, speaking of breakups, one couple that is not breaking up in Hollywood, you guys, is Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse. And Lily had some clap-backing action. Clap-back?
That's clap backing. I like that.
I don't know. I think that's what my mom would say. She clapped back at a lot of haters about their relationship.
Lily unloaded a feisty new tweet reading, sending the sorry you feel that way text instead of just I'm sorry because you're a stubborn. Fans immediately assumed that Lily was indirectly referencing Cole in the cryptic tweet. Well, Lily clapped back in a follow-up tweet writing, can I tweet something stupid without everyone speculating that my relationship is suffering? F, grow up. Now don't bother looking for either of these sassy tweets because Lily deleted them soon after they were published. Now Cole and Lily have kept their romantic relationship pretty secret until recently. We've seen a little more Instagram PDA than normal. Earlier this week, Lily treated us to a shirtless photo of Cole, which took their relationship into new PDA territory. I mean, Lily just told it like it is on social media.
Yeah, and speaking of telling it like it is, we have a lot of good transitions today. Jake Paul's Team 10 social media account had a lot of things to say this week. And you had that story, right?
I did. Team 10's Instagram and Twitter accounts were completely wiped yesterday with nothing remaining but a message on Instagram reading, a new team coming soon. A big shakeup in the team shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who's been following Shane Dawson's 8-part The Mind of Jake Paul series. Jake has openly spoken about changes coming to Team 10 while also addressing what feels like the never-ending issues going on with former members. In a recent episode, Jake also told Shane that he felt used by his former friends and Team 10 bloggers who continuously took advantage of his resources even after leaving the team, saying, quote, I don't think they realize they used us, but when these people come into Team 10, I give them everything. Managers, agents, house, food, money, places to live, fame, cameramen, editors, brand deals, everything. I give it to them. Then they forget where they come from after a couple of months. I mean, I'm still not over the series, it's a lot, but I love that a lot of people's truths were told.
Yeah, and speaking of truth telling, Hailey Baldwin did not tell the truth to Kendall Jenner when she was asked about Justin Bieber, you guys, and Renee had that story this week.
In a teaser for the brand new season of Carpool Karaoke, the series, we see Kendall Jenner and Hailey Baldwin asking each other some juicy questions while hooked up to a lie detector. And we gotta say, we got some great content from this one teaser. First of all, let's talk about this little question Hailey asked Kendall.
Have you ever created a fake Instagram to look at what your ex-boyfriend is doing?
You know the answer to this! Yes!
And then Kendall asks Hailey a question that I'm pretty sure we would all ask if we got the chance.
Does Justin think I'm cool?
Of course.
But just when you think that this was a truth, this happens.
Yeah, it's a lie.
So clearly from this clip, we can see that Kendall didn't take it personally, and why would she? Justin Bieber is making her best friend very, very happy. In fact, in a recent interview with Harper's Bazaar, Hailey talked about what it's like to be married to Justin, and she said, quote, "He is incredible. He crushes everything, every song, every feature. It's crazy to see what he does. I'm always blown away."
I mean, it's kind of funny if you think about it. I'm wondering what exactly Justin Bieber thinks of all the other Card Jenners.
I wonder what Justin Bieber thinks about a lot of things right now in pop culture. Okay, so we talked a lot about Shane Dawson's series. The finale dropped this week, and Amy brought us an epic recap.
Alyssa recently revealed what happened between her, Jake, and Logan from her point of view and the ex-girlfriend of Jake Paul. And her account was as compelling as it was dramatic. She told Shane that she did, in fact, hook up with Jake's brother Logan, but that it was a one-time deal prompted by over a year of Jake hurting her by hooking up with other girls while they were together. So cut to yesterday's finale inside the mind of Jake Paul, and we finally got to hear Jake's side of what went down during that messy time. Jake admitted to Shane that he did hurt Alyssa many times while they were together, and that he believed her hooking up with Logan was her way of inflicting as much pain on him as he'd inflicted on her.
And she wanted me to feel that same pain. And so I think out of spite, she began a relationship with my brother behind my back.
Jake then went on to detail how he found out about the affair, and it was clear that the entire ordeal initially left him in absolute shock.
Hey man, like, I've been kind of like putting clues together, but like, Alyssa and your brother have been having sex.
Jake then told Shane that Logan's excuse for hooking up with Alyssa was that he didn't know that his little brother and Alyssa were, quote, actually a thing, like actually dating. Jake also explained that he's since forgiven his brother because he believes that Alyssa's plan was to tear them apart, and he didn't want to, quote, give her what she wanted.
Like, why would my brother do this? Was like one of my first thoughts. If I let this like affect me and like ruin my life and I just like become depressed and like sad about it, like then she won. And that's why like I had to like fight against it.
Jake made it clear that while he's still processing everything that went down and that it gave him major trust issues to deal with, he just wants to move on from the whole situation. Another topic explored in the mind of Jake Paul is whether or not Jake Paul and Erica Costell's relationship is real, or if it's been fabricated for YouTube. But first, we start out with the origin of Jerica.
How long have you guys been together? Well, officially like 4 months, like super official, but before that it was like...
It was a while. We've been together a while. Like a year. Like
that's what I'd say. I feel like you guys have been together for a long time. Just like...
We just never like wanted to...
Make it like Facebook official.
Yeah.
Jake revealed that during this time, a lot of his life was coming down around him, and he didn't know who to trust. These two seem perfect for each other right now, but it turns out Jerica almost never happened. The first couple years that Erica was living and working with Jake in the Team 10 house, she had a serious boyfriend.
I love you now, but like I couldn't like stand him because I was working for him. You know what I mean? Like it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
great.
No. Like
yeah, I didn't like you either.
No, you know what I mean. Like
that actually built a strong foundation though.
It did.
These two saw each other every day for 2 years and never had feelings for each other. Jake admitted that one day he woke up and thought, damn, she's hot.
All right, this is my favorite part of the show where we get to talk to you guys. We read all of the comments all week long, for better or worse. And we've picked a couple to shout out / talk about. So Loco for Coconut 13 said, I think they'll get back together maybe at the end of this year. I'm assuming they're talking about Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson, or next year, but like next time they'll take it slow. They love each other very much, so no doubt, I hope they do. I'm so also rooting for both of them in love and will support them both. I feel like Ariana's just going through a time right now, and I think it's really hard to be a partner to someone when you're going through such a traumatic thing in your life. I mean, the Manchester thing happened a little over a year ago, and that takes so much time to heal from. And then with Mac Miller's passing, I'm sure it is so very difficult to handle all of this. So I'm holding out hope.
You're not the only one, honestly. Yeah, but also, like, moving on to another comment from one of our lovely fans. Siffy Snowflake says, I love Lily a lot, don't get me wrong, and it is her right to say whatever she wants, but I think she doesn't need to clap back at everything. She's in the public eye and doesn't have to respond to her fans' comments. There are just too many, and it gets a lot after a while. Love her and respect her still. So, you know, Lily Reinhart is known for, like, standing up for herself, but I mean, Siffy Snowflake, you bring up a good point about not having to answer to every single comment, because it is a lot, and it's almost like haters gonna hate, you know?
Yeah, totally.
That's it for this week's recap of all the amazing stories that we covered. Did you guys have a favorite yourself?
Yeah, let us know in the comments which story was your favorite this week. And also, there's a subscribe button down there, down below in this little corner. I need you to do that because we are trying to grow a family here at Clevver News, and we need you to be a part of it. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on DHR.
Yeah, bye.
All right, you guys, also we found out that Rihanna turned down performing at the Super Bowl, which broke my heart, but she had a good reason for it, and if you want to find out why, you better click in this box right here.
But before you do that, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can watch us more and, like, have fun.
And, like, have fun.
Like, do it, yeah.